Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. From March 1st through March 31st, 2020, if you use this promo code, you will automatically be entered into a drawing to win a WPN Mystery Booster Box. Also, there's another way to enter where no purchase is necessary. See the link in the description below for full details. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Top 10 Hottest Magic Cards of the Week, where we look into what is happening with the secondary market, see which cards are hot, and talk about why they're going up in value this week. Quickly, before we get into it though, just a fast reminder, if you go over to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use that Heroes promo code, save 10% on orders over $10. And if you use that promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated. So thank you, and without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so again, in the top 10, you're going to see a pretty wide variety of different cards that see play in different formats. And as always, we're really going to focus in on cards that saw a jump in sales or trades this week. Number 10 is Heliod's Intervention, up $1.16 to $2.75 for a 73% increase this week. So this card is seeing increased play in sideboards and standard. Azorius control decks, Jeskai Fires, Bant midrange, and more. It's also a decent Brawl and Commander card for life gain decks, and I think recently some people are speculating on this card thinking it could be better in the future too. However, there is a little news update that occurred over the last about 12 hours or so now when I'm recording the video. There was an unconfirmed leak that came out, so if you want to avoid leaks, I'll let you skip to the next card now. Okay, someone posted on Reddit that someone in their Facebook group had the deck list for the upcoming Symbiotic Swarm Ikoria Commander deck. If their deck list is correct, if all the information is true at the end of the day, there's going to be a copy of this in that product, so just something to keep in mind. Number 9 is Thought Lash. It goes up $1.18 to $10.08 this week for a 13% increase. This one's on the reserve list. In Legacy, there's an Oracle Thought Lash combo deck, which is not wildly popular, but it can put up a good result here or there on Magic Online. And there is a little speculation that the Legacy format is about to change again because Underworld Breach, of course, was banned on Monday. So without those Underworld Breach decks really taking over the format, maybe a deck like this has a chance. So this week you see this card jump up a little bit. It's also a good commander card with Thassa's Oracle as well, obviously. Number 8, Sevinne's Reclamation, up $1.32 to $6.38. So this is up 26% this week. And the main reason it has been moving is because of Legacy, but it was because of the Jeskai Underworld Breach deck more than anything. And as you know, Underworld Breach is now banned in the format. So I do think this card is going to cool off. Now, with that being said, it does see play in some other Legacy decks too. Sometimes you'll find it in Bant Snowblade among others there, and it is also a solid commander card. Number 7 is Angel's Grace. Modern Masters up $1.10 to $9.44 for a 13% increase. Time Spiral up $1.61 to $10.24 for a 19% increase this week. Modern is the key driver for this increase this week. 2 decks in particular to look at. One is the Ad Nauseam deck, which is seeing increased play with Thassa's Oracle out there. The second one is Inverter's Grace, which is a take on the Pioneer Inverter deck, which typically runs 4 copies of this in the main. So with the banning on Monday with Once Upon a Time in the Modern format, we'll have to see if these decks gain any momentum. It's possible. But right now, the reason it's going up is because some people are excited about the decks. They're trying to build them. Others are speculating on them and trying to pick up the card. Aside from Modern, this is also seeing more commander play now with Thassa's Oracle and Underworld Breach in that format. And it also does appear in Sushi Hulk decks, which are a very popular competitive commander deck that a lot of people have been either trying to build or speculate on for a number of weeks now. Number 6, Paradigm Shift on the reserve list. It goes up $1.61 to $13.02 for a 14% increase this week. And this is another card that you'll find in that Legacy Oracle Thought Lash combo deck I mentioned. Also seeing increased play in commander with Thassa's Oracle as well. Number 5 is Tymna the Weaver, up $2.86 to $27.10 for a 12% increase. This can only be found in foil, and it's one of the 2 partner commanders in the most popular build of those Sushi Hulk decks. So we know the deck's been popular if you've been paying any attention to the market, but more casual players maybe got introduced to it for the first time if they watched the Command Zone podcast last week where this deck was mentioned. Number 4, Triumph of the Hordes. It goes up $2.90 to $14.50 for a 25% increase, pretty sizable. This one's a little weird though, because this is a card that's in the base set of mystery boosters. So with the convention edition out there, there's been extra copies of this card in circulation. Then on March 13th, when the WPN convention boosters come out, there's going to be even more in circulation. The reason I think this is still moving up though, is because of another card that's reprinted in mystery boosters, and that's Rize the Redeemed. It seems like ever since the reprint and convention boosters, a lot of the cards that play well in those Reason to Redeem decks have been going up in value. So I don't think that's a coincidence. I think a lot of people are taking the opportunity to get a hold of that card now for a cheaper price, and they're trying to build around it. Regardless though, this is still just generally a good commander card in a lot of different builds. One other note about this though, and it does come back to the leaks, so again, if you want to skip ahead, you can go ahead and do so now. This is another card that showed up on that leaked deck list that we discussed earlier in the video. Number 3 is Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, up 377 to 3002 this week for a 14% increase. The main catalyst for this is Pioneer. A lot of good decks of this is in there. Mono White Devotion, Mono Green Walkers, Mono Black Vampires, and more. Sees a little modern play. It's also a huge commander card. And as a matter of fact, the professor did 2 different videos last week. One was a Pioneer video, one was a commander video. Both of them mention this card. So again, it could have brought some more eyes to it. And as you can see, the card does continue to jump pretty aggressively. Number 2 is Thrasios Triton Hero, up 397 this week to 3735. This has a ton in common with Tymna the Weaver. It went up 12%. It can only be found in foil. It's the partner commander in those Sushi Hulk builds I was talking about earlier. And it was also in the Command Zone podcast this week. Number 1, Splinter Twin, Rise of the Eldrazi, up 824 to 1470 for a 128% increase. Modern Masters 2015, up 863 to 1499. For a 136% increase. Okay, what is this card actually doing? Well, it does see a little bit of legacy play, but that's not why it's going up in value right now. This is all about the banned and restricted list update that occurred on Monday. Now, on Monday, we found out that this card was not going to be unbanned in Modern. Since then, it has cooled off. It will continue to cool off. However, leading up to Monday, there were some things going on that really inflated the price of this card. So what happened exactly? First off, sure, you had some people speculating that this card could be unbanned. That alone can bring the value up. But there's something else at play here. One precautionary measure that some stores will take and some sellers will take online if they do feel like a card could become unbanned, they will just delist the card ahead of time. The reason they do that, there's actually 2 reasons. One, they don't want to oversell. So let's say this got unbanned and I had them at a really good price on my website, and maybe I also had some on eBay, on TCG Player. I could oversell. So if that happens and I don't have enough inventory for what I sell, well, then I have to cancel orders, and then I'm going to be all over the message boards as the guy who canceled the orders, so on and so forth. And that's not good business. Secondly, it's not good business to sell these for the cheaper price. It's just smarter to go ahead and take them down and then wait and see what happens. So when that happens, supply diminishes, and all of a sudden, because this is a card people are speculating on, the demand goes up as well. And once people start seeing the price climb, then they start thinking insider trading's going on, and they try to jump in too before the price gets too high. We saw the same phenomenon happen with Stoneforge Mystic a number of times before it finally did become unbanned. This will happen again. It will keep happening until it finally does get unbanned. The thing is, you just don't know when or if that's going to happen. Alright, that's going to do it for our top 10 hottest Magic cards of the week. Until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.